Hey everybody, it's Laura. I am back in Vegas for a couple weeks. In fact, I get to do 2 weeks of cash stuffing here. And I gotta admit, it feels good to be back in my own house, and it actually is kind of nice to be in this kind of weather. It's in the 90s, but it's dry heat, which I have not been experiencing at all on the East Coast or in the Midwest. So a lack of humidity has been very nice. So now that we've talked about the weather, we can move on to business. Let's start with unstuffing. I don't usually do this, but I definitely want to get started doing it. So here's some of my expenses that I need to pull out of my sinking funds. So let's take care of that first. Here's the prop money that I will use to help send that money back, because right now everything is in prop money. I did get a new checking account that will help me try out using real cash more often. I would like to try it when after this and I go back to Utah for a couple of months. I'm thinking about starting to cash stuff with real money for a while and giving it a shot, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's get started with unstuffing. So first thing I need to unstuff is I got some deodorant, which was $6.50. I get, in fact, I can show you. I get the Sol de Janeiro Rio Deo aluminum-free deodorant. Smells super good, and I don't react to it, which is good. I have sensitive skin, and I've had like various kinds of eczema most of my life, so this does not cause me any issues, and I love how it smells. So I get it from Sephora, but it would only cost $6.50 with some discounts. I spent $5.24 on some body scrub. That was also with some discounts. So that's a total of $12 that I need to remove from epithelium. And I have changed some things, as you will see when I cash stuff today. Okay, so I need to remove 12, which means I take out 15 and put 3 in. Okay, so now epithelium has 150, 73. Okay. And then in the holiday, so I saved $50 for Christmas through the Hop, and I've been rethinking a lot of things about how I'm doing cash stuffing and rethinking some of my sinking funds and stuff like that. So I've decided to call that category Holiday Boost. The reason that I never liked saving for specific holidays is because I feel like I should budget for things within normal categories, even though it's a holiday. So for example, I should budget my groceries during Thanksgiving to include the cost of cooking Thanksgiving dinner, instead of having a specific Thanksgiving dinner savings. I don't like that right now. So, but I do get the idea that certain things during the holiday are going to cost more, or I'm going to spend more during a holiday doing things that maybe I normally would do, like going out to the movies. I usually end up going to the movies more often during the holidays because that's something the family likes to do together. So I decided to call this category Holiday Boost. Let's see, here it is, Holiday Boost. So it had $50 in it, and I did buy myself a Halloween costume, a Halloween onesie, for $10. And then I also bought a bunch of mini pumpkins for my little nieces and nephews for a family gathering we had over the weekend, so that they could color them and stuff like that. So that's minus 20. So we'll be at 30 now. And so yeah, so that's what I'm calling it now, Holiday Boost. Okay, and Then last but not least, I spent $4 on some Tylenol when I was driving down back to Vegas. I had a really bad headache, and so I bought some Tylenol at the gas station. So that comes out of wellness. And that has 25 in it. So I'm just gonna take out the 5 and put in the 1. So wellness now has 21. All right, so that was that. Now we can talk about, so I have a little bit of happy mail that is relevant to cash stuffing. So this is from Ellie on Earth. You can get on her mailing list and she will send you a free scratch off. Now, I'm not into scratch offs, but I love her designs. I think that they're unique, and I like to support people doing unique things in the community, which she is. So I've decided, not this week, because after I figured out my budget for this week is when I figured out this idea. I've decided that what I'm gonna do is for sinking funds for next week and the week after, so the last 2 weeks of October, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have $100 for sinking funds for each of those weeks, and I'm gonna scratch off, I'm gonna randomize 4 different categories. I'll like roll the dice and scratch off one of these things, and that's how much I'll put in that sinking fund. So we'll just kind of randomize my sinking fund stuffing using Ellie on Earth's scratch off. So you can see that next week. All right, so here's another change. I have decided that I am no longer going to do the YouTube hop. So I have reallocated those funds to my sinking funds for the rest of the month. I decided that it just doesn't really fit with me anymore. Why don't we start with getting out, this is not my money, this is my money for stuffing. Okay, let's get the minis out. So that'll be and 5 5s, and that will equal 50. Now I am stuffing today 290, just in case you were wondering. I'm not a big fan of the money counting thing. I usually fast forward through it when other people are doing it, so that's why I don't really like to do it that much, just so you're aware. All right, so this is my savings bucket. I'll put that with my minis. So that video will be on Monday. All right, so we're done with minis. So now let's go into cash stuffing. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of crazy. Let's move this over. Kind of crazy. All right, so I have added some categories and moved things around. I'm gonna be getting some really beautiful inserts to put in these pockets. And my sister-in-law in Utah, she has a Cricut. And so she's agreed to print out labels for me. So I'm finally getting pretty labels for my envelopes. I'm really excited about it. And she has like all this stuff and has offered to do, like, she's got all this stuff for me. I don't have to purchase anything. She's gonna do it for me. So it's really, really nice of her. So anyway, the order that I have put these in is kind of like priority order, or most important to least important. It's not in this order, so it's gonna be a little confusing. So I'm just gonna go through this order and we'll find what I'm supposed to stuff. So we're gonna stuff emergency with $5. And emergency, this is this signifies $1,000. So $1,000 and $10 is in emergency. And then I'm gonna flip it around and put it in the back because I have another category that will come up later. Okay, miscellaneous is not getting anything. This is kind of like an oh poop or an oh shit. I just haven't decided exactly, so we're just gonna call it miscellaneous, but nothing's going in there right now. All right, and next is wellness. Wellness is getting $10. Oh, you know what? I didn't update what I had here. So let's do that. So emergency now has 1,010. Okay. And so wellness now has 31. And I flip it. Okay, Mint is not getting anything this month because I just paid the bill. I don't feel like paying them anything else. And I flip it. Transport is getting 5. Okay, so I had been saving up for my renewal of my passport, right? Well, I went to renew my passport, or at least look into what I needed to do it. Like I have to get a picture and all this kind of stuff. So I was looking at it and I like applied to be able to do it, and they said you have to wait a month. And it's because it's not expiring next, like this coming November, it's expiring next November. So I'm not putting as much in. That is basically my long story explanation of why I'm not putting as much in as I had been. Because it turns out that I don't need to save as quickly. So I'm just saving for that slowly and for my tags. So we've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 115. Okay, sanctuary. So I did have this category when I first started stuffing, but I had it in my cash wallet. So sanctuary is basically anything for the home that helps make it a sanctuary. So I have brought this back because now I'm, living more often with my boyfriend again, and helping him pick things out and everything, and contributing to his home. So I'm gonna add 5 to that. And so we now have 5. Wardrobe is getting 10. And it has 50, 60. So I'm going to consolidate this. Like that. 60. Okay. Wardrobe. All right, epithelium is getting 25. And it now has, I'm getting my hair cut today actually, so I'll be taking more out of this next week. 100, 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. 198. So I'm not going to consolidate it any further for now. Okay. And then tech. So we are trying to up this because I have a lot of tech purchases I want to make for residency. So, and I may be able to take some money out of my moving for residency fund, but I still don't know. I still don't know where I'm going, and I won't know until March. So just saving in the meantime. So we have 60, 65, 70, 75. That's for tech. And why don't we consolidate that? All right, gifts, we are adding 10. And we have 150, 70, 80, 90. So I already had a 50. So we want to do 190 basically, like that. Okay. Okay, hobbies. Hobbies is getting 10. This is a new category. So I spend a lot on hobby stuff, especially budgeting stuff and making stuff. So I just need to start this. I've been waiting to start this category, but yeah. Okay, hobbies. All right, outdoorsy. So this is saving for outdoors activity. So my partner, he works at a ski resort, and he has for many years. And I don't ski, I don't snowboard. I would like to get into it. I had a brain injury, and so I'm really scared of like moving fast, doing anything. So I do snowshoeing, but I have committed to him that I will start taking skiing lessons. And so I need to start saving for that sort of thing and like getting, outdoor kind of gear and everything. So yeah, so outdoorsy is not getting anything this week, but I want to introduce the category. Okay, smell goods. So I love things that smell really good. And my partner's apartment complex kind of has some weird smells sometimes. So we decided that we were gonna get like a serious air freshener thing. And I also love perfumes. And so I figured this was a good category for things that I love to spend money on. And I'm happy to spend money on. So that would also come out of like luxury, but anyway, so I'm gonna try out this category. So we are purchasing like today or tomorrow the stuff for this. So I'm just gonna stuff this week and probably be removing it next week, but it'll probably be a regular thing for a while. So that's 25. Okay, and then emergency is coming back. Let's see how, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this. It's the end. Okay, so then it would come back here, I think. Okay. Fine drink is another one. My partner and I like to make craft cocktails and have people over. So since we're, living together again, that's gonna be happening. Like I need to get some Amaro Nonino, pick some up while I'm here in Vegas because we can't find any in Utah right now. So I'm gonna add 10 to this. So small goods was 25, fine drink 10. Okay, and flip that. Okay, holiday boost. So we already talked about this category. So I'm adding 5 to this to build it back up. So that's 35. Okay. And then luxury boost. So this is if I want to like spend a little bit more on something in another category and do it like the luxury way, then I would take money from luxury boost. Luxury boost, we're adding 5. And that's 15. I didn't write down gifts, so I guess it's 190. Hobbies 10. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, so that's sinking funds. Sorry if that seemed a little confusing. I'm still getting used to it, but I think it's gonna be really pretty when it's done. Okay, now we do, so football, my football savings, so the total was $98, so split between my partner and I, we're each contributing 49. So I already stuffed that in my last video. And now we'll go to savings. So I have moved Saving with Judy and Hello Honey into here because I don't like having that big big sheet that I don't use big sheets like that for other things. So instead I cut out the little gnome that I colored for this week, which was $14. And I'm just gonna keep the little gnomes throughout the month in here and do the same for Hello Honey. So I play these games on Sunday mornings, and you can too if you follow their YouTubes. And it is free. Okay, so we got 14 in Sunday playing with friends with Savings with Judy. Put that back. And then Hello Honey with the two sister bees. So if you want to see that closer, it's just a little honey pot that I colored in. That was for 18. Okay. And that is much easier. Okay. And then last but not least, we will have the 118 envelope challenge. We are stuffing 2 different envelopes today. We are going to be doing element number 10 and element number 48. So we'll start with element 48, which is cadmium. Something interesting about cadmium is that it will drain calcium deposits from your bones, which you don't want because that will make your bones brittle. And apparently in Japan, they were eating rice that was grown in fields rich in cadmium salts. And so they got a really terrible pain in their spine, and it was called itai disease, which literally translates into it hurts, it hurts. But cadmium poisoning is pretty rare because you have to have really, really high levels of it. So that's cadmium, and that's 48. So let's get this. So 45, 48. And remember, I'm trying to fill in all of the ones that are on the edges of the pages. So 10 should also be on the edge of a page. Yep, it's here. Okay, so first we will fill in 48. Let's do pink. Okay. And then 10 is neon, and neon is a very stable gas, and that's what these guys are called, noble gases, because they're very stable because their outer shell is full of electrons, and so it's not seeking any more electrons, and it doesn't want to give away any electrons, and that's why it's very stable. So this is neon. So the only kind of fun facts about neon that are in here have to do with the guy who started the neon sign industry, where at first he was trying to sell this idea that he would use it so people knew when electricity was going through stuff, but nobody wanted this big red light in their house. And so he switched to making signs with it, and it became very popular because, as you know, neon signs are very bright and eye-catching. So that's neon. And that's number 10. So let's do something bright and eye-catching. Okay, so that is the end of cash stuffing. Thanks for hanging out. Definitely comment below and let me know how you liked the video. Like the video if you liked the video, or if you just want to be supportive. And yeah, that's it. Next will be on Monday, where you'll see me do my match day mystery minis. And otherwise, I will see y'all later. Bye.